position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. The Buckeyes will put total weather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans' offense will get first crack at it today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Using the quick game. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. Gets away from one, finds room. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
That's
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Ohio State's offense will take the field for the first time. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite because he's got that kind of ability.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Using his legs, it's Roberts. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. They're working that left side. Turns it on in midfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Spartans want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. He makes the catch. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed block.
Trying to get it in. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sparty. 5 lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. Plows through the defense. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Spartans are in the hurry-up.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some...
Fires into traffic, picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're off to a nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's McNabb. At the 45 on its way. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Hard running there. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Spartans will hustle to the line. play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He'll keep it himself. Quick spin on the run. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Michigan State! Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Spartans. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the middle. Working that left side. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hurley. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Bringing the heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense.
Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football, and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football, continue to concentrate from a fortuitous bounce, Reese. A nice break to him, makes the catch, makes the big play down the field.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And the Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that with good job to avoid the loss.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. Defense showing blitz here. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Spartans want to move quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They'll try to snap it quickly. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. Picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he fires a bullet to the tight end. He gets a paw on it, but he couldn't get it in. He couldn't bring it in. What happens with tips and overthrows? Defenses usually take advantage. They do here, and they get the big INT.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Can't this first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Might as well stick with it. Fan to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, woof, that would be a fun day.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He slings it deep to the left. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. The run from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas. Get it together.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it,
he'll loft one deep down the left side. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and gone.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
He'll do it himself. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Spartans headed quickly to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's McNabb. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down for this offense.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Spartans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Spartans will punt this one away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. He leaves it with his back. He now has 91 yards rushing, and what a season he's putting together, well on his way to a 1,500-yard campaign.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Got it! Touchdown, Ohio State! And the stomping has commenced. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
And the returner is stopped. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
He'll try it again. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Right down the middle. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
And the Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
Will be a turnover on downs.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt. And you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open. So I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just going to keep it after the snap. Breaks into the open. Got the 1st down and more. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the route is on. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's McNabb. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Spartans are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Under fire. And the ball's free in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run the toss. Runs through a tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, he wants it all. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.